Good afternoon. This is Dr. Morse, and today we are talking about lesson 48 out of the Berkeley Music Theory Book 2 book. And today we're going to talk about a very important chord. Remember, we had our triads, major, minor, augmented, diminished, and then on the last lesson we introduced seventh chords, which is putting another third on top of the 1, 3, 5. And we did major sevens last week, okay? And intervallically, that was major third, minor third, major third, okay? In case you're still building it that way, although I'd like you to start thinking about keys, okay? All right, today, very, very, very important chord, okay? Probably, arguably, well, you're going to argue with me because I think this is true. The most important chord in music is the dominant seventh chord, okay? The dominant seventh chord is a very important chord because it indicates motion, okay? Or an ending, or, you know, it really, once we get into functional harmony, you're really going to play, where's the dominant seventh chord? How do you spell the dominant seventh chord? Where's the dominant seventh chord going? So the first step, obviously, is we have to find out what a dominant seventh chord is. Okay? So I'm going to tell you and show you, and then later I'm going to demonstrate it for you. Okay? I still think it's the most important chord in all of music. Okay? So let's share my screen here. And we're going to lesson 48. Okay, let's read the text real quick here, and then I'll tell you what I really think. Okay, the dominant seventh chord can be formed by lowering the seventh of a major seventh chord by a half step. Yes, that is how you spell. That is one way of how to spell it. You're going to see here that there's your major seventh, and then it shows you basically what we just did in the last lesson, and then it shows you how to make a dominant seventh chord. Okay, so C, E, G, B flat. You're going to lower that major seventh to a minor seventh interval. You've got that right here where my mouse is indicating. Okay? So if you're constructing it intervallically, it is going to be a, excuse me, a major third, then a minor third, and then another minor third. Okay? And that is broken down there. I will play some of these for you. It's a very distinctive chord. We will find out why when I do the demonstration later. So the first thing, I'm going to throw a few concepts out that we're going to build upon the second half of this class. First of all, the dominant seventh chord is going to go somewhere, okay? It is not a final chord. Not a final chord. If there's a song that ends on one, it drives me absolutely nuts, okay? Because it doesn't go anywhere. We have a very special name for that. It doesn't resolve, okay? That's part of the functional harmony that we're going to talk about in the second part of this class, okay? So this chord right here, the notation for it, C maj 7 was our major seventh chord. We're going to call the dominant seventh chord simply C7. That's it. That's all you need to put, okay? You don't need to put C dom 7 or something. I know what you're talking about, but it's redundant, okay? C7, okay? Now, here's the part that's really going to blow your mind. We'll talk about this when we get to cadences and functional harmony and stuff. C7 is not in the key of C. Ever, 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 ever. Okay? Now, C major 7 could easily be in the key of C because there's no accidentals. But what are we going to do with that B flat? Well, if you're in the key of C and you add a B flat to the key signature, what key does that put you in? If you said F, that is correct, F major. Okay? So C7 is actually a chord in the key of F major. Wow, that is crazy, okay? So do not say this is in the key of C. If you see a dominant C7 chord, do not say we're in the key of C major. Wrong. We're in the key of F major, okay? So We covered all the bases. On this one, I need you to do number 1 and 2. You're going to remember, you're thinking, yes, you can think in the key signature. Like, for instance, the first one, D, F sharp, A, but then what's the next note? C sharp was your major 7th. You're going to lower it. It's going to be C. D, F sharp, A, C. Believe it or not, puts you in the key of G, because you add that. You're not going to do a C sharp. You're going to do a C natural, or a C, which would actually put you in the key of G major. Okay, so build those, and then you're going to analyze these. Okay, this will be something 7, something 7, something 7. Okay, now some are major 7, some are dominant 7. Please don't say they're all dominant 7s. Okay, you're going to mess up, and I can't give you points for that. So this has been Dr. Morse, and now we will actually get into the nitty-gritty, and I will show you how to spell these things in the demonstration videos. Bye-bye.